Welcome back to another episode. Today, I'm going to take a quick look at my favorite company out right now. This is Nvidia, my number one position in my portfolio. And there are some news we want to cover today. Well, I want to cover pretty much the ARM acquisition, but also some recent news about how Nvidia is just powering the world. Every single week, I feel like we get some form of new partnership or some form of just insight information on how this company is pretty much changing the world. If this is your first time here, guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, check out the pinned comment where I have 10 free stock ideas for you. I also have a free newsletter where I send out every week and has a presentation of every stocks that I cover. Finally, Discord channel, free, a lot of great-minded investors right now. So Nvidia today, stock price is down about 1.1%. Market has been a bit kind of crazy the past 2 weeks or so, but Nvidia is holding strength, right? This is one that from its all-time highs is only down about 4%. So Nvidia is definitely carrying my portfolio, holding it in its back. Unfortunately, I do know, hey, if this kind of takes a hit, it can be a little bit, I wouldn't say scary, but it would suck in the short term for my portfolio. All right, so the first thing I want to take a quick look at is this ARM acquisition. And if you guys have been watching my videos since I've been talking about Nvidia, this ARM acquisition is one that I did not believe had a high chance of happening. I thought it was very, very low. Now, after this news that the FTC sues to kind of block this merger with Nvidia and ARM, I believe it's almost near impossible. It's still possible, right? There's still like a 1, 2, 3%, low single digits percentage chance of it happening. But if I was to put my money into it, I think it's not going to happen. But we can see the FTC complaint alleges that the combined firm would have the means and incentives to stifle innovative next generation technologies, including those used to run data centers and driver assistance systems in cars. Driver assistance systems in cars. That was weird to say. So yeah, FTC came out and said, hey, right now, if this acquisition goes through, it's gonna delay kind of innovation in the future. They go a little bit more. You can check out this website. Just go to ftc.gov and search ARM or semiconductor, and you should see it pop up. But the three worldwide markets that the FTC is concerned is first, like I mentioned, the auto advanced driver assistance system for passenger vehicles. The second is DPUs, which are advanced networking products, and the third are just ARM-based CPUs for cloud computing service providers. So they believe that these three markets would be affected. I do want to say in the ARM-based CPUs, I think this is very, very weak in my opinion. The ARM-based CPUs are less than, I want to say less than 5% of the market. I think even lower than that. Right now, the x86 is what really drives CPUs in the clouding market and just in general. And that's run by Intel, right? So I just don't get how this is one that it makes no sense, right? If right now there's a monopoly with pretty much in the x86, and they're worried of the ARM-based CPUs, which is low single digits. I thought that was weird. We can see the complaint also alleges that the acquisition will harm competition by giving Nvidia access to the competitively sensitive information of ARM's licensees, some who are Nvidia's rival. So this is the main reason. Again, if the US FTC regulators are already kind of halting this, I do believe the chances of this happening are very, very low. Do you want 10 free stock picks right now? Well, if you do, let's take a quick listen to today's sponsor, a great reason why I'm able to provide so much content to you guys for free. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 free stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beat the market by more than 4x. Go to fool.com/Jose to get your free 10 stock picks now. And the FTC has this, I believe it's like a 10-page, nope, it's longer, 24-page paper. Again, if you go to the FTC Gov website, you can find it and read it yourself if you want. Those were pretty much the main points. But another thing that a lot of investors are worried about are that, hey, is Nvidia going to lose out on some money if this acquisition closes out? The answer is yes. Nvidia will lose out of some money. They kind of had this deposit amount, and here we're taking a look at the ARM Nvidia acquisition paperwork filing filed in September 2020, I believe, or sometime late 2020. And there is this deposited amount, which is $1.25 billion. And this is non-refundable if the closing is due to any form of termination. And if this is to terminate, Nvidia will lose this $1.25 billion. But on the bright side of it, this money has already been paid. So if we take a quick look at their 10Q report for the quarter ending October 25th of 2020, so last year, not this most recent quarter, last year, we can take a look that, hey, based on the ARM acquisition, Nvidia paid kind of a $2 billion in cash at signing. 1.25 is actually part of that non-refundable if things don't work out. All right, so next I want to take a quick look at how Nvidia is changing the world. This is a blog post on December 7th, so yesterday. And if you are an Nvidia investor, I definitely recommend taking a look at their blogs. Every week or so, they share a lot of great insights of how they're changing the market. But here they're talking about how machine learning and accelerated computing are giving engineers ways to design better semiconductors faster, according to research detailed in a keynote by Nvidia's chief scientist. And right here, it shows that using artificial intelligence and using accelerated systems from their GPUs, now we can make kind of these superhuman results with better circuits than anyone could design by hand. And I think this is amazing. I do believe this new technology that's coming out is gonna revolutionize the way we have technology in the next 10 years. Technological advancement with AI and with accelerated systems, I believe, is a game changer. And I'm pretty excited just to be in the forefront of investing in a company like this, but also that I'm super young and I get to experience the type of changes that I believe can happen within the next 10 years. Not only in just technological advancement, but I believe in medicine advancement as well, thanks to these GPU accelerated system and to the power of artificial intelligence. But here they mentioned that Nvidia collaborated with Cadence Design System, which is a publicly traded company, a leading provider of EDA software. So if you're not in the field, you might be like, Jose, what the heck is EDA software? EDA software, I've kind of used it back in my electrical engineering days. It's more of like an electrical design automation system. So if you're kind of creating circuit boards, if you're creating some form of chips, you're most likely using an EDA software. So, I mean, you know, chips, boards go pretty much in every form of technology right now. EDA software is one that helps to make sure, hey, you're transmitting the correct information. Everything is placed properly. It's very, very needed in the circuit design world, electrical engineering, robotics, automations, and that sort. And they kind of included their accelerated system there, and it improved the performance of Cadence systems or some of Cadence's platform dramatically, which I think is super, super important. And it also, over here, they say that NVIDIA already uses some of these techniques of using artificial intelligence, of using accelerated system to create some of their GPUs, and they plan to use them in the future. So this is pretty exciting to me. And next, I want to also talk about their cloud services. So using NVIDIA's AI, some of these OEMs have set records for training AI models fastest in the latest ML performance benchmarks released today, and that was December 1st of 2021. So every so often, kind of these performance benchmarks are being done on OEMs to kind of see, hey, which is the fastest, which is providing the best performance. And those OEMs that are using NVIDIA's AI system are performing the best so far. And this was December 1st. So super excited, right? I mean, it just shows that, hey, NVIDIA is a leader in this market. Now, let's just talk around overall price. NVIDIA right now, like I mentioned, is sitting at $320. It's down about 1.5%. The stock price, I do believe, is overextended, right? That doesn't mean the stock price is going to go down, but I am prepared mentally and emotionally that, hey, this stock has a huge possibility of it pulling down. If it does pull down, that's okay. At these levels, I'm personally not adding. If I was to add at these levels, it would be very small dollar cost averaging to build up a position. Because it is such a big position in my portfolio, this is one that I only wait for some crazy pullbacks for me to add on some more. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good night, and see you next time.